Where the fuck is this?
Mall of America out here, man. You guys gotta come visit. I'll take you there.
How was the
So,
axe throwing?
so on the fourth floor, there's axe throwing, a giant arcade. I mean, fucking giant, and indoor go karts.
My God.
So I got shit faced. Did the axe throwing. And
Okay.
went racing after that, which I dominated. There was me, Eric, and our friend Tyler, and then two other people. And this dude, he was in the 17 cart, and he passed me, and he got up on Eric's ass, and I didn't like that. And like my anger kicked into my driving,
Sure,
and so
sure.
I caught up to him and like cut him off to get him. I was like, "Get away from my brother!" And fucking like caught up to him, and I
Jesus.
kind of wrecked him a little bit.
Well, goddamn, man.
Oh, it was so much fun though, man. If you guys come visit, that is the main place I'm going to take you to, man. The Mall of America's got fucking. We went through. We only did like 3 roller coasters because the theme park just opened back up after the whole COVID thing. It took like an hour wait for each ride, but man, they were well worth it. There's ones that do loops and straight drops and fucking yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Very cool, very cool.
The last roller coaster I went on was with Alex at Disneyland. It was the fucking tiny one for children.
Yeah, it's like some Yosemite Sam shit.
And he was just yelling directly in my ear the entire time.
Yeah.
I was fucking frozen solid with fear.
Frozen with fear.
You don't like roller coasters, James?
I don't do roller coasters.
Oh man, you don't do a lot of things that are fun, man. This
You
one,
know, preservation of my life is something I hold very dear.
so the third roller coaster we went on was like the most intense one. It had loops and straight drops and shit. And we got to the peak where it drops you, and I did my old man yell, and fucking, we dropped down once we got through the whole thing. We got off, and this kid was like, "That guy yells like an old man."
No.
I fell down laughing. I couldn't breathe, man. It was great.
I'm curious, what's your old man yell?
I can't do it over the phone, man. It's got to be in person only.
Are you sure, Eddie? Are you sure?
Hello.
Hello.
Stephanie.
Part register.
It did register a little bit. I'm sure you're right. It's better in person, but I get the gist.
Oh man, I had Tyler and Eric crying, laughing. It was just an all day of fun, man. They have a new M&M factory there too now. That was pretty cool.
M&M.
Some good shit.
That shit, dude. The axe throwing's a lot harder than it looks. It could have just been because I was drunk, but Eric and Tyler slaughtered me. You pay for like 30 minutes to an hour, and so we did 30 minutes, and it's like bowling, like you get 10 brackets, and so we played, and I think only 2 of the axes that I threw stuck out of 10. So fucking Eric was hitting bullseyes all day like he was fucking Thor. But it was a lot of fun, man. We're going to do that shit again. We're gonna do 2 weeks from now. We're gonna do a arcade challenge because there's like 2 big ass arcades there, and we're gonna go there and nerd out and fucking just play arcades all day.
That sounds pretty cool.
That's cool. I wish there were big arcades around here.
Dude, the
Like there
one,
are none.
The one on the 4th floor takes up like half the floor.
Wow.
It's fucking insane, man. I'll
Wait,
get those.
How many floors are there total?
4.
Oh, shit.
It's like 3. It's like 3.5. Because the 4th floor has got the movie theater, race cars, or the go-karts, and an arcade, and the Hooters bar.
Shit.
but they're massive floors. They're not like regular levels. They're fucking gigantic. One floor, like half a floor is like the entire floor of a regular mall.
Okay, man.
Yeah, you guys have to come fucking visit, man. We'll do like, they open at 10 a.m. We'll stay there open to fucking close, and I guarantee you won't get bored.
I believe you.
Most of the time when we go, we just cruise around and like check out hot chicks and like look at all the rich people shop.
As one does.
Yeah,
Mall surfing.
they've got one or two good arcade, not arcade, but comic book stores there.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it feels like I haven't played in like a fucking year, man. I haven't played D&D with you guys in a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yep.
Now that we've got the most important member here, you guys ready to start?
Stephanie?
Yes, Stephanie.
Yes.
Is Jackie not
Jackie's not joining us today.
okay.
All right. So, where we last left off, our group traveled to the Colosseum and witnessed the fight of all fights, the grand finals of the Honor League. They got to witness this event in box seats with the Mr. Torben von Hippel, as well as his assistant Grayson. They were treated to a fine meal, whether it was one that they bought from the River Lily or one provided by the Von Hippel Corporation. After placing and mostly losing their bets that they had made, you witnessed a darker side of the somewhat charming corporate tycoon, in which you saw him let out a few stray aggressions on the contender Murloc after he lost his fight to the Godbreaker. Upon exiting, your group split off to do a bit of shopping and rendezvoused at Daru's uncle's home, where Daru hit them with a bit of a revelation, letting the group know that he was actually going to take some time away from the group and pursue his own endeavors after Mr. Von Hippel had given him some information on Project Icarus. So, as Daru snuck away into the night, the rest of the group took a long rest at that home, and that's where we're going to start. That's where we're going to start this session.
Sorry.
Bless you, Ricky boy.
Thank you.
God damn.
Oh,
And Daru.
Win on my bet because I bet 800 on the Godbreaker.
You bet 800 on the Godbreaker.
let me mute myself on this time.
Okay. 800 on the So you now have $960.
Okay, cool. Thank you much.
The odds were pretty heavily skewed towards the Godbreaker winning.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. I'll take that, man. Yeah,
So, as a note, Hyde and Ezra were drunk and or passed out and did not get to say goodbye to Daru.
Wait, say goodbye to who?
So, again,
I just let it happen.
so Hyde, as you wake up,
Okay.
you are there, you see the party kind of around you in this home beginning to get ready for the day. There's sort of a somber attitude around the house this morning.
So I come down, hold my head. Oh, morning. Who's all down there?
Down there you see Asher, Virgil, Fira.
Oh, I gotta stop playing drinking games. What's with you guys? You guys look down. What's going on?
I look at Asher. Like, you want to tell him?
Yes. Daru left.
Okay, where'd he go?
He's searching for other people that were part of the experiment he was part of. I don't know how long he's going to be gone.
Why wouldn't we go with him? Why wouldn't he want us with him?
He wanted to go alone.
Did he say whereabouts he was going to start looking for him?
Yeah, up north.
Oh, shit. Now what?
I don't know. Continue working?
You guys were okay with him leaving?
What are you gonna do? Not let him leave?
Go with him.
You wanted to go alone. Gotta respect that. It's
He's right.
a personal matter. You know, obviously we would go with him if you wanted us to, but
Well, it doesn't mean we couldn't have shadowed him while he did his thing. We don't have to interfere, but at least we'd have his back if he did us.
I mean, I don't know how well you guys could track him. He's,
Well, that's in my pan flute
yeah, so
in
if
case of emergencies, but there's no other really other way we would be able to stay in contact with him.
he gave me the disc with all the crap on it. A lot of stuff has happened recently. He ate those things or whatever, injected himself with those things, and then he learned more about those experiments. The book said he was dead, but obviously he's not, so he's going to check out the validity of the records they were keeping. Who knows? Maybe there's more people out there like him.
Nothing I can do now. Shit.
If
As your two are having this conversation, you hear a screeching of wheels and a loud impact as there is a car crash right outside of the home.
I run out to go investigate.
Yeah, I follow.
I follow. Yeah.
Okay.
I saunter.
Okay. As you head out, you see a sort of gaunt appearing human male who kind of is already outside of the vehicle. The door of it is open. And he's just kind of holding his head, just kind of rocking back and forth on the ground, just kind of groaning.
Can I go over, put a gentle hand on his head and cast Healing Word?
Okay.
Is the passenger door unlocked?
Okay, so Asher, you're going over to the passenger door.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of try to pull it open. It is locked. There doesn't appear to be any other passengers.
What about the other car?
There is no other car. It actually looks like he hit the street light.
Okay.
So what's that?
I want to go over to him and see if he's all right.
Okay.
What does he look like, too?
Make a... Tell you what, Virgil, give me a medicine check. Hyde, give me a perception check.
Got it. Yeah.
I'm starting out today, right? That's a natural 1. So 3.
It is a 13 total.
My head is still bumping.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, so you release your spell. It appears to have its effect. As he kind of looks up at you, you notice he's got these. It looks like somehow his eyes have been. He has some kind of injury around his eyes, potentially from glass or
Is
something.
It mangled?
What's that?
Does it look? Is it mangled or what is
No,
it?
no, it's not. It's weird. It almost looks like a burn. Like around his eyes, it's been burned, and he just looks at you and just says, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you," and kind of clasps your hand. Give me a second here. Virgil, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Shit.
Yeah, golly. Well, that ain't good either. 10 total.
10 total. Okay.
It's because of these digital dice.
As he grabs your hand, there is this sudden. You feel like your heart almost stops for a second. There's a sudden feeling of doom. And you pull your hand away instinctively. And as you do, you look forward at this old, haggard man with missing many of his teeth. It looks like his eyes have almost been completely burned out. And on his forehead, you see the distinctive symbol of the Children of the Dawn, as you have just been cursed. You now have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
What the fuckity duck?
As
Suddenly?
the form drops and this old man is just cackling at you louder and louder, you watch as from around the vehicle, multiple robed figures begin coming out of the shadows.
I'm gonna punch the old man in the face.
I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh my gosh.
God, he's punch the old man. That's not bad.
18.
16 for me.
18. Eddie, what'd you get?
18.
Hey, don't tie me.
Yeah, boy.
Brothers are at it again.
Yep.
All right, so the brothers are both on 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also got 18.
What?
Go,
I got
shoot
16.
my motherfuckers.
It's like Hero's one of the brothers now.
We see all these baddies jump out. We all high five before the fight.
Oh yeah. You got 3 coins.
Right.
Ooh, I got a natural 20.
You.
Okay. Okay. So that's going to bring us to top of the round.
Are we in Astral?
Yeah.
Love it. Let me know when we're all set there.
Go ahead and load up Astral. We're not going to go there quite yet.
Okay.
Actually, fuck it. We'll go to Astral.
Yeah,
Okay.
want you to screenshot and send it to me?
If you watch the stream, it'll be there.
Okay, cool. The only thing is, when I watch the stream, I can't figure out how to mute it.
There's a
That's a
button.
really easy thing to do, Eddie.
Every time I try it, I cannot fucking figure it out. Let me see if I can.
There's a volume thing, and you click it, and it stops making noise.
Let me take a look and see. What the fuck is the volume?
Let's see here.
You see the video? In the bottom left-hand corner, there's a pause button and a volume.
Yeah, I don't have that on mine.
I don't know how that's physically possible.
It's alright, fuck it. It's all good, no worries. Fuck 'em.
All right. Okay. Okay, so with that, that's going to bring us to the robed figure at the top of the round. You're right there, Virgil. He is going to cast a spell on you again. Make a melee spell attack. Oof. Does a 14 hit you?
My armor class is 14.
Oh, that's nice. Ooh.
Sounds like we need to get some plate armor.
Or a
Ooh.
goddamn helmet or something.
Oh my god. I rolled so well.
Oh, did you?
Okay, so he hits you with a 5th level inflict wounds for 37 points of necrotic damage.
What the fuck you say? All right.
So with that, the robed figure just reaches forward and grabs your face, and as it does, you just feel the life force sucked out of you as black veins shoot up your neck, and one of your eyes just turns bloodshot red as a blood vessel bursts. That's how he's going to kick it off. Still cackling as he's now holding your head. He's now standing above you. Just the sheer pain of this has almost brought you to your knees at this point. Virgil, I imagine, is looking a little hurt already.
Haggard.
So with that, that's going to bring us to Fira and Bash Bros 3.0.
Can I grab the old guy's face and try to break his neck?
Can I grab his dick and just pull?
That's the Hyde special. Yeah, so you're just making a melee attack on him?
Yeah. Bonus action rage.
Okay.
That going.
Ruh-roh.
So the first one is 18.
18 hits.
Okay. Second one is a 16.
16 hits.
Okay. Am I able to make a third attack or no? Because it wasn't really a 1-2 punch thing. It was more just like.
Why would you get a third attack? Because you already used your bonus action.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second here. Uh, 18 points of damage.
Okay, for the first one or all of them?
Total.
Total? Okay.
Yep.
He's going to use his reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke on you. I need you to make a
Okay.
dexterity saving throw.
Alright. Okay, so would that... It says I have advantage on dex saves against effects I can see. Would that be Would that be considered an advantage or no?
I would say no, because he's just speaking at you. So yeah, I'm gonna say no, because I'm a dick.
That's a natural 2.
Okay. Let's take a look at what we got here. All right. It starts off with So that's right. Okay. You take 25 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As he speaks, you watch as that radiant brand on his forehead lights up, and you just feel this holy fire just take your whole body as this like almost pillar of flame shoots up around Hyde, and you quickly pat it out, even more angry at this elderly man than you were before you started pummeling him. All right, that brings us to Fira and Asher.
Oh, and I have to roll the thing for my bestial form, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark Rogue figure number 4. I'm going to put 1 electro dart into his body.
Okay.
With a 27.
That hits.
Okay. And does the electro dart do normal damage, or is it
What dart is this?
the electric one?
It does lightning damage. It's the same thing, it just does lightning damage.
Okay. So that's 17 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm going to use my movement speed to climb up the building that we were just inside of
Okay, you can do that.
to the roof.
You climb up to the roof.
And then I'm going to put a standard arrow into rogue figure number 3.
Standard arrow into rogue figure number 3. Okay.
This is my that's 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And that's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay. Good to know. You quickly fire one arrow at the one kind of coming up on the flank. You quickly load your bow on your back and scamper up the building, turn, fire at the third figure over there. You watch as that one, as you hit, it looks like that particular individual is actually armored. And you watch as they snap the arrow out and begin moving towards Fira's direction. Fira, what are you doing at this point?
I'm going to bonus action cast first level healing word on Virgil.
Okay.
Thank you. How much healing do I get?
That is 9. And I'm going to cast Moonbeam on robbed figure number 4
Okay.
at 3rd level.
Okay.
So he doesn't get a reaction, right?
Yes, he lost his reaction.
That's 21 points of damage.
Okay. What's the saving throw? Ooh. I got a 21.
The saving. Oh, I think you passed it.
So he takes half. I rolled really high.
Still 11 points.
Yeah. So you watch as he's pulling out. He's just getting electrocuted by this shock arrow and just pulls the dart out. With that, he looks up at this feline that just scampered up the roof, snaps the arrow in half, throws it to the ground, and as he kind of backs up to get a line of sight on it, this beam of radiant light comes from the sky and just begins burning him. All right, excellent. Fira, do you want to move at all?
Yeah, I'll move. I'll stay where I am, actually.
Okay. Fira plants her feet, stands her ground. With that brings us to you, Virgil. At this point, the old man, cackling, leans in really close as the last bit of that necrotic energy is spent, and he just says, Mason says hello.
Nice.
Oh, all right. I'd like to. I imagine his hand is still in my head.
He essentially is just, like, he's faintly holding you. You could break out of this no problem. He's a feeble, elderly man.
I'd like to put my hand and say, you chose poorly. I'd like to go into Scourge form.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So with your
Now, go ahead.
with your bonus action, you're going into Scourge form. Okay. He takes, I believe, damage equal to your proficiency modifier. Is that it?
This radiant 10 feet of radiant generally increase damage to this area. Starts the turn, suffers 2 points. Or this,
I think it's
in
3 now.
parentheses 8. I'm not sure how to read that.
I don't know. I think we'll just call it 3 now. I think it's your proficiency modifier.
Okay.
So okay.
Um,
Okay, that's your bonus action.
And then with my attack action, I'd like to use Radiant Smite.
Okay.
And then we'll elevate that by... Fuck this guy, let's go 4 points.
Oh, shit.
Okay. He maintains his Constitution saving throw on the curse.
Okay. Okay, so that would be... 5d8 if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
11 plus 5.
Am I getting hit?
And we rolled a hit. Do I get advantage because I have him?
You get a
What?
+2 because you're flanking.
Oh, that's some bull. 14.
14 hits.
Oh, what a beauty. Okay, and then we are gonna do 5d8. Roll that now. Digital dice. Ooh, 5 of them. That's actually ass. 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. All right. Not bad. Very. I'm just with the Lord of the Rings references because very much like King Theoden when Gandalf just goes White Wizard on him as he's sitting there cackling. Virgil, you just grab him back and begin burning him with this radiant light, and he just kind of yeah. So yeah, a big bolus of damage there.
That will be my turn, I believe. I'm not moving anywhere.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Figure 2. Figure 2 is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're going to cast a spell. Virgil, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
This is some bull. Can you guys see my rolls?
Yep. 18. Damn.
Yeah, but I got a 9 the first time. 11.
11.
It's not that hard. Yeah.
Virgil, as you begin to pull your arms back, you find all of your muscles lock up, and you are paralyzed and incapacitated right now.
Okay.
All right.
Is my hand away from his head?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, you all watch as a fifth figure steps into the fray. Not robed like the others, at least not in the way that you expected. You see a pale-skinned female Aasimar wearing black leathers, just moving in towards this area here from around this building. And with that, Harmony, you have initiative.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh boy.
What?
So
What? This
Harmony
bullshit?
comes around the corner and quickly surveys the battlefield. And she holds up her hand, and I'm going to summon my weapon.
Okay. So with that, this Aasimar just kind of holds up her hand. It's interesting, as she does, you watch as her shadow begins to sprout these almost dragon-like wings, although there are none on her person. And as she does, there is this absurdly large obsidian cudgel. It almost looks like the claw of this massive great dragon that's sort of bleeding this shadow. As she does, it's so heavy that it actually almost buries itself in the floor as it lands, yet she somehow manages to pull it as she moves towards this figure.
Shit.
And I'm going to crouch down and give him a good old conkin.
Okay. Roll for conk.
18 plus 5.
Okay, that fucking hits.
I'm going to Eldritch Smite.
Okay. There's no saving throw, right?
No.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage. Here's what you see. As this Aasimar comes up behind this individual, she's just dragging this huge, sickly claw, whatever it is, this massive talon. You notice at the hilt of it, it's strange. It looks like it's actually bleeding, the weapon itself. There's just this faint spatter of blackish blood that's coming out of it. With that, it almost looks like the weapon lifts itself up as this woman does not look capable of wielding this ultra huge weapon. And as she brings it down on this individual, it actually just knocks them down to the floor and just like flattens them. Just like a mallet on a groundhog. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's what it looks like.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Ricky, from being from Visalia, I figure you guys do a lot of malleting groundhogs up there. So, how much damage was that for the first hit?
45.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry.
You. Yeah.
I thought you said 45.
45.
How much?
45.
45.
Oh, holy.
I chose the wrong class.
Okay. Okay, so as this woman comes down with the cudgel, just it tears half the cloak off of this individual as part of the claw actually kind of went through part of her shoulder. You see this kind of human female with kind of matted hair, kind of crazed eyes, looking a little over her head right now. Okay. That was your first hit.
Yeah, and then Harmony's going to lock eyes with this figure and just sort of whisper to it, "I'm sorry." And then I'm going to rear up again.
Okay.
Make another dab.
At advantage because she's now prone.
Yeah. 18.
Okay, 18 hits.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Okay. Do you want to do this or do you want me to?
Oh, geez.
You just two-shotted somebody.
I just sink the claw further in, like sort of hook it further into the wound and rake it across their chest.
Okay. Yeah, with that, this Aasimar, as this hooked massive talon is kind of already through the clavicle here, she says what she says and then buries it deeper, and the scream of her victim is cut short as she swipes the blade, or the cudgel, whatever this fucking thing is, left with this very uncanny ferocity and speed. As she does, the talon vanishes, and this robed figure lies on the floor, bleeding out.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That's fun. That brings us to, with that, Virgil.
Yeah?
I'm not going to bother with a concentration check. You are no longer locked up.
Okay.
You are able to move, as she lost concentration when she died. That brings us to this figure. They're going to 5, 10, 35. You watch as the hood kind of rolls back, and you see what looks like a large half-orcish individual with scrap heaps of kind of patchwork armor underneath this cloak. Yet, as he kind of pulls back part of the cloak, you see what looks like this very sickly baton-like mace that he's now swinging at you. You're lucky that you're not paralyzed right now, as this paladin is going to bear down on you. Not at advantage, although you're flanked, so it's like 21 for the first hit.
Hit.
And 13 for the second.
Misses.
Oof. Okay.
Thank the God
Yeah.
that loves me.
With that, that's going to be... Oh, you're resistant to radiant damage. This is going to be annoying.
I am.
Okay, 9 points of bludgeoning damage. 15, 24, 31. And then 31 radiant halved to 15.
That would have killed me.
Yeah.
Or got me down at the very least.
You get the sense that's kind of the goal, as this individual is just, feeding you this mace. You all look over. Virgil is surrounded. Okay, that brings us to figure number 4. They're going to move out of this moonbeam. And then he's going to cast a spell. Asher, I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
All right. Yeah. 17.
17.
Yeah, roll an 18.
All right. Very nice.
1. Do I strength save?
So with that, you feel yourself being lifted off of your feet, and you begin to float in the air
This is
as
not good.
this individual's telekinetic grip takes hold of you, and you just fight your way out of it, grasp onto the floor, and pull yourself out of the area. The spell failed, and that's all this individual can do. They're going to move further away out of this moonbeam, and that's going to bring us back to the top of the round.
Okay. So I've been waiting for this.
Well, hang on to rogue figure number 1.
Oh boy.
Gonna wait a little longer.
Let me see. He's going to cast Flame Strike on Hyde. I think he has to hit the other guy with this too. No, he can. On Hyde and Virgil, he's going to cast. He's actually going to hit himself with this.
Okay.
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Everyone?
Hyde and Virgil.
Oh.
And himself.
7.
Damn. 13.
You have advantage on this.
Both of us?
Not you.
Fuck
No,
off.
I rolled 2 dice. That's 13. That's
Okay.
my high. I have a plus 1 with that.
Okay. With that, this pillar of divine fire roars up. Hyde, you take 39 points of fire and radiant damage.
Okay.
Virgil, you take 28 points of fire and radiant damage. I already have the radiant.
I am down.
Virgil's down. The robed figure took... he failed his own save.
Dumbass.
He makes his concentration... No, he doesn't. He took 39 points of damage. He's pretty hurt from that himself. You get the sense there's some fanatical zealotry going on here. They really just want Virgil dead.
Really?
And with that, you watch as Virgil goes down, the paladin under the robe gears up for a killing blow to end the other brother once and for all. So that brings us to Hyde, Fira, and Asher.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. Since we're in tandem, we're all at the same initiative. I want to, okay, we're playing with big toys, and pull my hammer out,
Okay.
activate it, look at Fira and Asher, and hold them still for me, and
Okay.
then let them attack first, and then I'll go.
Okay, so Hyde
Okay.
pulls out his propulsion cudgel, aiming at the one that just didn't kill, but brought down Virgil. Okay, so Asher, Virgil, that's what Hyde does.
Asher, Fira.
I'm going to take my first shot at rogue figure number 4 with Scared Arrow.
Okay,
Unnatural 20.
hits.
There you go.
Oh, that's max damage.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
19 points of damage on rogue figure number 4.
Okay,
And then I'll put an electro dart into rogue figure number 1. That is 29 to hit.
that hits.
Do I get sneak attack on this guy?
You do.
And that is 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Okay.
And yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. Fira.
I want to cast Healing Word on Virgil.
Okay.
So that's going to be 7 points of healing.
Okay.
And I'll move the Moonbeam to Rob's figure 1.
You can do that. Presumably around Asher and Virgil.
Yes.
Preferably.
Okay, he fails to save, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Kill him if you're
Yeah.
12.
12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. He's looking really fucked up.
All right. Well, I'm going to finish his ass.
Okay, with that Hyde, to do this, you would have to reach into the Moonbeam.
That's fine.
Okay.
It might take me down, but that's fine.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, so it's not. Yeah, it's just straight roll.
Straight roll or you can go reckless if you want.
I'm going reckless. Great weapon master obviously has to be taken
Yeah.
into account. So yeah, I'll go reckless. Fuck it.
Okay, so you all watch as Hyde gears up this propulsion cudgel. He
My turn.
activates it, and with that, the rocket on the hammer lights up and comes down with a
20.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot because I have that other feature that helps that too. It gives all attacks advantage. Yeah. Okay. So, you want me to just roll damage for this first one?
Yeah, let's do that. He's got all of 7 hit points left, but yeah, let's.
Well, he's dead then. It's 2d6 plus 14.
Yeah. So why don't you go ahead? You can roll if you want, if you're curious about how much you did. But yeah, with that, Hyde just. I'll tell you what. With the natural 20, I'm not going to make you roll a con save for reaching into the Moonbeam. Because with that, you literally, it's like this guy just got hit by a car. You actually knock him out of the Moonbeam. So with that, you just flatten him over there against that wall, just like you swatted a fly. Yeah, it's not very dramatic. He just crumbles against the wall.
And my second attack, I'll roll against whatever enemy's next to me.
Yeah, you have the robed figure number 3.
All right, yeah, I'll go after him then. Reckless again, fuck it.
Okay.
All out. Let's see. 11. That is a natural 18.
What's the total?
20.
That hits.
Unnatural 20. All right. So 2d6 again. 14. Shit, I rolled low as fuck for damage. So 20 points of damage, and I will use the feat I have to push him back 5 feet to unoccupied space.
Okay. You push him back 5 feet. Now, with your Great Weapon Master feature, when you score a critical hit or reduce a creature to 0, which you did both, you can make a third attack as a bonus action.
Oh, that's right. That adds 10 more damage with the Great Weapon Master. So that would
No. It's already factored into the weapon. It's already factored in.
Gotcha.
You can make another attack.
Gotcha.
All right, with that, Virgil, you're on deck.
That is another nat 20.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. I'm going to move on to Virgil while you're rolling the damage. Virgil, what are you doing at this moment?
I'm gonna have to make a death save.
You got healed.
Oh, you're
No, I healed you.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. I am going to. My scourge is down.
No, I don't think it goes down when you go unconscious.
So 36
Are you
points.
sure?
I'm gonna make a ruling and say it doesn't. I'll look at the rules later.
Okay.
I'll say it's still up. At which point, Hyde, you take 3 points of radiant damage.
Okay. So I dealt the 36 that I dealt, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, then I will do this. Look at the remaining rogue figures, and say, "If the sword is all that you know," and then I'd like to summon Guardian of Faith.
Oh. Okay.
We will twin spell it to make it Uber,
Nice.
and we will put it right here
Okay.
in between them.
I'll just pop this in here. Why not? So you pop in Guardian of Faith. Do they make a dex save or?
They will make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Both of them will.
Okay. How much damage does it do? 20
If it's-
radiant. Okay.
Yeah, if they fail it, they take 20. I mean, I'm sorry. If they fail, they will take 20 because it's an Uber one. So
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay.
That was right the first time.
Okay. I'll make them roll now.
Okay.
Paladin first. That's slow. Other guy. That's worse. Okay.
If they fail, they both take 40.
How much?
40 points of damage.
Fuck.
Of radiant too. If they're, I don't know if that matters at all.
Okay. 4. Okay, with that,
And then I'll move over here.
you watch as this radiant angelic visage appears between these two figures, and with one kind of quick flourish of these radiant blades, just kind of spins, and with that you see this flash of light and blood, kind of like, the classic anime like blade cut situation. And you watch as robed figure 3 falls to his knees and stays there, just kind of sunk back, bleeding out. And robed figure 4 is fucking hurt very badly.
Hey, Alex.
yeah.
Sorry. We interrupt. So on the one that I hit with that natty, is he still alive?
Not anymore.
Oh,
Virgil just iced him.
after I hit with a natty, all attacks against that figure have advantage.
Oh, okay. Okay, noted. All right. That brings us to...
I'm sorry. My final
Yeah.
thing that I like to telepathically say to everyone: if you can, leave one alive.
As a note, no one hears that.
Oh.
You find that with Daru gone, you do not have that telepathic connection.
Oh,
it was
shit.
it was infringing upon him. That's crazy. Did not
With
know
that brings us to Harmony.
Hmm.
There's one figure left.
Yeah. I can only get to like right here. So actually, never mind. I'll just begin walking towards Virgil, and I'll use my action to dash.
Okay. You watch as the Aasimar just begins running across the field towards Virgil. That brings us to this individual. They are going to, looking around at their situation. He was supposed to take the damage now.
Gotcha.
So, assessing the situation, looking at this giant radiant angel in front of him that just killed his much more beefy friend, he just kind of looks over and just goes, oh, shit. And he begins to cast a spell. And as he kind of makes these glyphs in the air, you watch as there's this kind of halo of light that encompasses him, that he just kind of closes his eyes and almost trust falls back into, and with that, he disappears.
No.
What?
As he dimension doors away.
Damn.
And with that...
Sorry, I want to immediately go over and push this one the one that Pierce is playing away from Virgil. Just like defensively, it's standing in front of Virgil.
Okay.
He wants to push Harmony out of the way. essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd say you wouldn't have the speed. You can like kind of run up behind her. So at this point, I'm going to say we're out of initiative.
Yeah.
Can I just cast plant growth and try to like grapple her?
Okay.
He's looking at Virgil like,
Well, so go ahead and make the save for plant growth, please.
I don't think there's a save for that.
Oh, it's just
It's not a deck save.
No.
okay. And with that, we can move off of Astral. So with that,
Muted, James.
Harmony, you find as your footfalls begin to get more difficult as the grass around you begins to grow around your ankles, and you're kind of trudging on, looking at Virgil. Virgil, you're kind of you're a little confused. Harmony, what does Virgil see as you're moving towards him? As Hyde kind of, his meaty hand grabs the back of your shoulder. What does Virgil see?
A pale, sort of bluish gray skinned woman, thin, ratty hair, silvery, thin, ratty hair. Tears are sort of welling up in her eyes now. And she begins casting a spell as there's a soft white glow on her hands.
Does this one need verbal?
Yeah.
Okay, can I grab her mouth? Like cover her mouth?
I'm gonna say no. I don't, because you don't have any kind of reaction that allows you to prevent someone from casting a spell.
Okay.
So by the time you would catch it, it'd be too late.
I don't cast it. I just hold it because I can't reach Virgil.
Oh, okay.
I knock an arrow.
And I
What are you doing here?
This is all happening very fast.
Yeah.
Like, so
Virgil, what are you doing?
I was gonna hold up my hand as in hold to the rest of my party as I lock eyes with Harmony.
Okay.
And we'll see. I mean, if they're, I don't know if I
Yeah,
can
I'll
control
stop
them.
Yeah, Virgil puts his hand up. I'll slide to a stop.
Okay. So you release Harmony.
Who?
Hyde.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So Harmony, you're released at this point. It looks like Virgil has called off his party members.
I don't mean any of you any harm, please. Very protective of you, Virgil. And I'll walk forth still, hands in the air, and release the cure wounds that I was
Okay.
holding.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
You get 21 points of healing.
What are you? Okay. That is amazing healing. Okay. I feel.
Damn it! I fucking knew it.
What kind of Dude, what the fuck? Is he okay? Thought he was gonna get slapped for a second there. Have to call somebody. What kind of energy do I feel going through me?
As you get healed?
Yeah.
It feels similar to... I mean, you're an arcane caster, and you're a divine caster and an arcane caster, so you'd recognize the spell as a Cure Wounds.
Okay, so it feels like just raw magic. Nothing particularly light, dark, naturey.
It's an evocation-based spell. You can't get much of a sense based off of her healing you. Make an insight check. So you know what? Make an Arcana check for this, Virgil.
Oh, straight up 1. Oh, that's a 7. 10 total.
10 total?
Oh, but I am proficient in it. Does that mean anything?
It means you got a 10.
Okay.
That helped. That helped you get a 10.
All right.
So she's hard to read. She does appear to be very different than any of the other Aasimar you've seen, both in her visage and the way she was using magic and channeling her ability through that dark instrument she was using was not something that was seen with the typical Aasimar or the Scourge Aasimar. This is something different.
Does she have any symbols, either forehead or otherwise?
I don't believe so. Right? Harmony? No.
That's up to you. I don't know.
No. I mean, there's no
No,
image of the Scourge on the forehead. Nothing. She looks very pale for an Aasimar, although you can tell that she is. As a note, looking at her shadow, you still see kind of these folded draconic wings just on her shadow.
You aren't
Yeah.
out of the business, or you aren't out of the woods yet, sister. What's your business here?
Could we get somewhere safer? Perhaps. I know this is hard to trust me, but I didn't come here with them. I came here following them.
Why were you following them?
Because I'm trying to find Virgil and all of you.
Why?
Could we... Questions. Could we go somewhere safer, perhaps?
I do my my courteous bow without breaking eye contact with her, and then I gesture back towards the Daru's uncle's house.
Yeah.
And I say, "Won't you please join us then?"
Thank you.
And then I wait for her to move towards the house, ladies first and all.
I start to walk. As I say, I do have something that all of you need to hear, I believe.
And then I gesture for the rest of the party to, of course, join me if they want to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the hammer in, like, doesn't it go down to like pen form or something like that, like a smaller form?
It kind of folds in, but it's still this huge hulking, like the mallet part of it can't really shrink all that much.
I'm keeping that.
It kind of
part in
coils into itself, but
yeah, I'm gonna keep that in my hand.
okay.
Well, wrong switch, and I'm still on go.
She does not have her weapon out anymore, by the way.
Where did it go? I am curious.
You watched as she swiped it away to essentially eviscerate that woman that was bleeding out on the floor. As she swiped to her side, it vanished into thin air.
That is a neat trick. Okay.
Yeah.
I entered my Darby's uncle's house with her.
I'll follow behind Virgil.
I'll just go in and sit down at the table or something.
Yeah, there's sort of a like trapezoid shaped kitchen island where on one side there's the sink and the fridge across from that, and then towards the front there's like bar stools and almost like a bar on that place. So that'd be the first thing you see. So you can kind of saunter up to that and take a seat.
Yeah, I go sit at the bar.
Okay.
Maybe watching the windows and shit.
Okay. Hide. You watch the windows. You can also shut the blinds if you want to keep prying eyes away.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep an eye out on the windows. Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I'll keep an eye out. That's a natural 16.
Okay. You're keeping an eye.
I'll stand
Yep.
directly across from Harmony.
I'll
Well,
sit down next to her.
first things first, I suppose. My name is Harmony.
Hi.
Virgil, it's alright if you don't recognize me, but I already know you. She looks at the tobacco.
Do you know me?
No. What is your name?
I'm Asher. Hyde's my older brother. I point at Hyde.
Big man, gone. She just gives little head bows with each name. Would it be alright if I have a drink?
I get her some water, some ice cold water.
Okay.
Oh.
Easy to do.
Does she mean something else?
Make an insight
handle
check.
Okay.
But is there clear disappointment?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. 10. We asked today.
Yeah. What's Harmony's reaction to getting the water?
Very clear disappointment. She looks over at the alcohol, whatever. Drinks the water.
Do you care to explain what I gesture outside? This was all about Harmony.
So, I've been there for a while, Virgil. I was in the clan when you got exiled, and I was there a few days ago when you were supposed to be killed. But you didn't die. You fought back, and and she just reaches over, and if there's any liquor bottles or whatever, she's gonna just grab one.
Okay. Yeah.
Pour it in her drink.
There's sort of a large collection.
Yeah, she just pours some clear liquid, takes a drink.
I stop her arm. I gently take the bottle out, and then I pour 2 glasses and slide one to her. And then I
Takes
take
it
the other
graciously.
one, and I do my little nod like this.
Okay.
As I was saying, you didn't die. You didn't you fought and you spoke, and for the first time it felt like I wasn't blinded. And then you left. And I spoke up against your brother. I tried to reason with him, or at least see if I could tell him that he was wrong. And she pulls down what looks like sort of flexible plate chainmail, pulls down her collar a little bit. Mason didn't like anybody speaking up.
What do I see when you pull down the chainmail? Or is it just chainmail?
So, Harmony, do you want me to describe the wound, or do you want to describe it yourself?
Sure, go ahead.
While I'm describing this, Virgil, go ahead and make a medicine check. What you see is a clear... It looks like a poorly healed wound in the center of the chest, right over the heart. It looks clear that...
18 total.
18 total. So with that check, it looks like whoever inflicted this wound, this was a killing blow. This pulverized through the sternum and presumably pierced the heart. It makes sense that Mason did this, as he's one of the few people you know that would have the sheer brute strength to perform such a feat. There's this strange, necrotic center to the wound, and kind of surrounding it are these sort of... It's like this ever-present bruise that almost flexes out in the shape of... It almost makes like this winged shape with the slit in the center.
As I look upon this wound, I understand the implication you were suggesting with my brother. Welling up in my eyes. But I don't stop you from speaking.
Now, I don't know if you've already heard about this, Ricky, but Virgil would recognize what this was.
Is there significance behind the actual...
with that
design?
medicine check, yeah, you would know. So, especially being within that clan.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Aasimar, when they... depending on the crime, when they execute someone, sometimes it's just a straight execution, and it's not a huge punishment because they essentially go to heaven. They're Aasimar. They go to a celestial plane. But when a more severe punishment is required, they keep on hand a set of cursed items that essentially bind someone's soul to somewhere not as friendly as a celestial plane. You've heard of a ritualistic dagger used to essentially kill and then banish people to eternity, to the Shadowfell.
Wow.
And that's what this was. So the gravity of what that would do to an Aasimar kind of hits you. This is heavy.
So her soul, she survived it? But her
That's the
soul
thing that doesn't
died.
make sense. She
Right.
should now be wandering the Shadowfell for the rest of eternity, for essentially as her afterlife.
So I'll look upon her, still the tears in my eyes, and ask, how are you here, Harmony?
After your brother, I had a dream, visions of this place. I saw a lot of things, and it was all being destroyed.
What kinds of things?
This planet, this... everything. It was the end of everything.
Because of us?
I saw all of you. She goes for another drink. You were fighting. Well, you were dying. And Virgil, against terrible beasts, too tall to comprehend, 2 heads, a winged and horned beast, things that I shouldn't have seen. But it all led to you dying, all of you. Trying to get to somebody.
Was my brother in your vision?
Not your brother, but what they stand for was. The Scourge are just that. They're a plague now.
Well,
Was the one we were seeking Daru?
She looks around. No. He was dead too.
Who are we seeking?
I couldn't see very well. It was a kid, a short man, walking away from you, Virgil. Walking. She downs her drink. Towards death. Being guided by it.
Where did this take place?
On a wasteland.
You see a tear go down Virgil's cheek as he softly says, almost like a whisper, I chose to let my brother live. And he chose to do more evil. He chose to create more pain. I walk to the side of Harmony, and I gently kind of try to take her hand, and I kneel down to 2 knees, and I say, with my head bowed, please forgive me for the choices that I have made. I will do what I can to atone for them. I am sorry.
The shorter. Sorry, go ahead.
You can get up, Virgil. She looks a little flustered. It's okay. You don't have to forgive or apologize for your words helped me, and with any luck, they helped others. She tries to pull you up.
I get it. And
This shorter figure. What was he wearing?
A coat.
Did he have a hat on?
Bright, radiant green eyes.
Was he wearing a hat?
I don't think so.
Hide.
You think that's me?
Hide. The notion of the coat. I mean, that's a vague detail, but the radiant green eyes. There's. I mean, there's two people you know with very notable green eyes. Well, that you knew. One of them's Ezra. The other one was Asher in his original form.
So black.
No, Asher had radiant, like very green eyes.
Is it sister
That's what I'm thinking.
using my body?
Your sister?
No. Ezra used to call her sister, but when I died, she stuck me in a glass box, and then I got reincarnated by a witch. But my body was left unattended, and then it was gone.
She decided to take it. It's been lingering in the back of my mind what she's been doing with it. I thought maybe she would have gone back to our clans and tried stirring something up there, but this wasteland.
Apparently, she's got bigger fish to fry than just the two of us.
Much.
Well, we don't know for
but,
certain.
like,
Could be
how are you so confident about these visions you're having will come to be reality?
Well, I met a beautifully terrifying creature afterwards
dragon?
that explained some things, gave me some things. I'm not confident in them, but I've seen what I've seen. And I was given a purpose. And I very clearly need to, at least for now, be around you.
What is your purpose? What is the goal of joining with us, if that's what you look to do?
Says the purpose is to make corrections, to make... I don't know when or where or how to do it, really. But things are coming together.
So, what do we do until then?
Look upon Asher and I say, prepare, Asher.
Exactly.
We must prepare.
Okay. I don't know of any two-headed monsters we could train with. But,
The Scourge need to be dealt with at some point. They were there.
Eliminated?
What? I'm sorry, what?
Like eliminated?
Preferably. There was a time that was before them. An easier
Always
time.
killing people.
Eliminated doesn't mean killed.
And how do we deal with them?
The answers have eluded
There
us
was
so
a-
far, Asher.
One idea I've had. It's not really an idea. It's information we've come across. That this archbishop, whoever he is apparently in league with the Scourge. You should look him up.
Make an intelligence. Two people make an intelligence check.
I'll make one.
Yeah, go.
Actually, Harmony, you don't need to because you know the scoop on that.
Oh,
I'll
I
make
do.
one.
Actually, Virgil, you would also know the scoop on that from your time in the Port of Tempest.
16.
Okay, so Actually, this would just be Virgil and Harmony that know this. So sorry. So I didn't need an intelligence check for this. So my bad. But Virgil. So both of you would know that the Archbishop was not in league with the Scourge. The Sovereignty got their asses pounded by the Scourge when they first rose up in the Port of Tempest. And the Archbishop was essentially taken prisoner. He was given back to the Sovereignty in exchange for Virgil because the Sovereignty mistook him for a member of the Scourge. And they knew that they valued their own so much that they would make that trade.
Okay.
I say to everyone, my brother is just a cog in this bigger machine. But we will have to see him again. And I do not know if I have the strength to fell him one more time. We must seek answers and power elsewhere.
When the time comes, we'll know when we're ready to go back.
I agree. My part, Harmony, and I do a very courteous low bow. I would be honored to know you better and to walk this path at your side.
They're gonna come for me.
Thank you. I hope I'm not intruding. And she looks at the rest of all of you. I know
turn to look
it's
at the rest of all you too.
I know it's hard to trust somebody that came on the back of assassins. But please,
You'll
if
just have to
there's
earn
anything
your-
I could do.
Go ahead, Fira.
you'll just have to earn your trust. Show it to us in a way.
We'll try.
As Harmony and Fira are having this interaction, as a note, Ezra is nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
She doesn't appear to have been here since this morning. Hyde and Asher and anyone else who's really, especially Hyde and Asher, it is disturbing the notion of Asher's body coming up.
Yeah.
That is something that is going to gnaw likely at the both of you, if not other members of the party. It seems like a very important and disturbing detail that was relayed.
Maybe a good place to start is trying to track it. Maybe we can stop this before it happens.
I had an idea, Asher. It's a little reckless.
That's not surprising.
We gotta bring up one big baby in here.
So,
We need to find Ezra.
The fucking abuse this man is taking.
if Sister is really the one that may end up being the cause of this, a way to maybe get a little help with it is give word back to the clan as to your former body's position. You understand what I'm saying?
Or maybe that's a good idea. I was also thinking maybe we could get in touch with Mama Sharon. Maybe she has a way to locate my body.
What?
Who here is trained in Arcana?
Trained in it?
Proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Make an Arcana check, please.
Come on, big money.
Big money.
12.
12? What level
Medium.
spellcaster are you?
Well, how do I figure that out?
What's the highest spell you can cast?
4th level right now.
4th level?
Uh-huh.
Okay, 12, yeah. So there are spells that can be utilized to try to track individuals that you know of or that you've seen.
Well, how does scrying work?
That would be the main one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
good lead in. I like it. So I actually reached down, and I don't know if any of you guys have noticed. Probably not, because I have not verbally said it. I'm wearing a necklace that I got from one of the shops, and do you want to describe the headpiece on this necklace as I pull it out of my shirt and reveal it?
Yeah, so as Virgil pulls out this object, it looks like almost two pyramids kind of superimposed on each other, where they come together to a point, and there's like this bulb in the middle. It kind of almost looks like two pyramids converging on an hourglass. And as he kind of twists the two pyramidal shapes, there's like a brass or goldish casing that opens on that hourglass to reveal what looks like a crystal ball.
We can find Asher. And I look at him. Body. With
Original body.
Yes, forgive me. The child. We can find him. Yes.
But the question will always remain, what does sister have to do with him? Is that
I guess we'll just have to ask her when we find her body.
Indeed. I am confident, and I look at Harmony and Belle like a little nod. The answers will reveal themselves in time.
She just smiles and pours herself another drink.
Virgil downs his.
I'll take one.
Oh, she'll pour drinks for anybody who wants them.
What a day.
Go to hand
What
one
a
to
day.
Asher.
Am I allowed to drink this?
If what I just heard was correct and you've died, I think you can drink.
I like this new girl.
Make a Constitution
I
check.
was gonna take
Asher.
a cautious sip.
A conscious sip.
A cautious shit.
Oh,
All right, I'll make a Constitution check. That's not great.
I'll put some hair on your fur peaches.
On your fur.
5.
That's a spit take. So as
Right
soon
into Harmony's face on accident? Or?
no, it's more like when the cat keels over and begins to vomit, you actually kind of dry heave a little bit after it touches your tongue. Yeah. So yeah. So touches tongue, you just drop the glass. Glass shatters. You're on all fours on the ground. You don't lose your lunch, but it's a rough sight.
Maybe next time.
Wow, I'm sorry. Was that?
I mean,
I go to help you up.
I'm actually 13. I know I look like an adult. Oh, it's the cat body.
Is that in cat years?
There's a bit of look of pain on her face.
Okay. I would I'd also like to mention, and you can hear this in Virgil's voice, the lack of telepathic abilities we have. That should be addressed. Harmony doesn't know about that, but Asher, Hyde, and Vera, we can communicate with you. Asher never had it, actually, when he became a cat.
Yeah, that was the thing. Well, I mean, it makes sense.
How That doesn't make sense at all.
How does it make sense at all? Daru was the one who absorbed that glass shit or whatever it's called. And then we had
So we absorbed it, the aura around him just gave us that ability.
Yeah, he was like a radio antenna of telecommunication.
Yeah, but he can't do it with just anybody, as far as we know.
Yes, he can, as far as you know.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
goddamn.
I mean, he's not around. We're not. No one else here has that ability. So
Look, I get that Daru went on his own thing. But I can't just leave him to just run out on his own.
well,
It'd be if any of you had left.
I mean, he specifically requested to do this on his own.
Requested or not, I respect that, but I don't care.
So you don't respect
If
it.
something happens to him, I wouldn't be able to. If something happens to him and we could prevent it, yeah. I just. Sorry,
How
it's
do
a
you propose we find him?
For what it's worth, the redhead was there, dead as well.
Daru?
We will meet him again, Hyde.
I mean, he said he was coming back. Sometimes people just need space.
With the shit we've gotten into, if he's looking into it, I have a feeling that's going to lead to something bad. But I'll go with what you guys say for now.
Well, let us take a look at the child, and then we will make a decision. As a scryer, can I communicate in any way or include anyone else in the vision?
No, you can peeping Tom onto one person that's on this plane of existence.
So one person can chain on it, or I'm asking, can anyone see what I'm seeing?
No.
Okay, it's just me. Okay. Well, then I'll start floating in the air, Doctor Stranging, and reviewing millions of possibilities with this.
Okay,
new-
so you're just jumping right into it?
Yeah. Unless someone has an opinion. Otherwise, I don't see why not.
Okay.
All right. The room is spoken. I will try to.
You would know that
Yeah. How does this work?
if you have a object, possession, or body part, piece of hair, bit of the nail, something like that, of the target, it's more likely to succeed.
Okay. I will ask then Asher.
Yeah?
Since we're on this hunt, do you have anything from yourself left?
I take off the gauntlet.
Okay. So you unlatch it and pull it off.
Don't break this, please.
I will merely place a finger on it.
Oh, okay.
So I put I commune with it gently.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, that's going to give a -4 to Asher's wisdom saving throw.
Can
Ooh.
I get boosted from Harmony?
It's not you. It's a
It's
saving throw on Asher's part. So it's your spell DC, which is what? What's your spell DC?
Oh, my spell DC. The save DC
Yes.
is 16.
16?
Yes.
Okay. So as you focus on this object and kind of concentrate on this crystal ball around your neck, you feel yourself thrust through the clouds, through cold air, and you see darkness. You just hear the crunching of footsteps. Make a perception check for me. This is for the whole vision.
Please, one good roll today. It's not the worst. 15 total.
15 total. Okay. With this rhythmic footfall, you hear crunching of snow. And as the vision comes to you, you watch as you do see Asher's former self. It appears that he's lost the hat on his journey. Just kind of long, skater-like hair, just kind of frayed and blowing in the wind. You're concerned, as it looks like the way he's dressed right now in the area he's in. You're concerned that he would not be able to survive these elements.
Now, this area that he's in, is it just pure snow?
There's very little snow. He's actually in a forest.
In a forest.
There's kind of snow-capped trees as he's moving along. There's pine trees kind of surrounding him all over, and he's got this kind of trance-like look in his eye as he's just walking. And every once in a while, he just kind of slows and then kind of picks up again. At one point, you watch as he just kind of collapses to the floor, and then he's almost brought up by some unnatural force that is just pushing him onwards.
Interesting. Okay. Anything else?
With your vision, that's really all you see. You watch him, it's more of the same for about 10 minutes. I will say the only other thing you see with that perception check is the cap of some snow-topped mountains in the distance over some trees.
Okay. What is our current season in game right now? What weather is going on? Are we in fall,
it's
are we in spring?
Well,
Not in this vision.
No. It's the start of winter.
Okay.
If you recall, you had the Frost Festival in the Sink.
That's right.
Let me see. But that being said, there's really only a few mountains that are really snow-capped at this, even at this time of year. Let me see here.
So I'm assuming at this point I'm out of my vision.
Yeah.
Okay. So I lay out the map in front of the party.
Okay.
Describe my vision, and then I will point out these areas you're about to point out to me.
Go ahead and make a... I'll have two people go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh, that's not me. That's Asher and Hyde right there.
Yeah, I'll make it. Fuck. That is not good. That's a 6.
Okay.
Asher, you're unmuted.
That's a 16.
Yee!
Hide. Survive this motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Asher, the only problem is you're one of the few people that don't know a whole lot about the area outside of the Dread Marrow.
Good to know.
So, cartography, not your strong suit. That being said, with that roll, the two brothers kind of point out there's only certain places where you'll see snow-capped mountains at this time of year, and it pretty much mirrors what you see on the map.
The Ellisburg or the Rhymetide?
The Rhymetide Mountains, that's like... You saw snow-capped mountains. These are just fully, that's like Mount Everest status.
Okay.
So you're kind of thinking this broad area here.
We did see him in a forest, though, so that narrows it down.
It does.
Right?
Good call.
The other thing, Asher, I'll say, with you being a ranger and with that survival roll, you also know what his trajectory would be, because you know where he was coming from. So he was coming from the Sink, and now he's somewhere in this area.
Okay, so if he came from the Sink in the forest, I'm looking at Everlight Park.
Yeah, but that's not...
Is that not a forest?
He could be north of Bigby, if
That's
this
what I
map
was
is
thinking.
In
accurate.
that little
Those little
area
forests, that's kind of...
That's a long ways away.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should start walking.
I will say, again, Asher, because of that survival check, if he left on foot
I was
It
going to
was
say by
tr-
the time frame in which
and was
he left
traveling the whole way on foot, I mean, a normal person with like stops and rest, it'd be quite a feat to make it from the sink to Mount Bigby and beyond in the amount of time that he's been missing.
That being said, not to contradict yourself there, but he doesn't look like he was resting.
That's a very fair point. So that's kind of like your guys' margin of error. For a normal person, a more reasonable place to be would be somewhere around here. But just look at the vector from like here to here. It's kind of, that's all I'll say.
It did look like he was trying to rest, and then something was pushing him on.
So north is the direction to start.
Definitely north.
Yes, yeah. If we had a
No,
vehicle, this would be significantly easier.
I've ever lived.
What do you think, northwest or northeast?
I mean,
I'm thinking
here's an idea. We could stop in New Elysium, see if anyone saw a boy traveling alone on the roads. Ask
That will
around.
help.
You know, I mean, worst case scenario, no one knows anything, and we just go into the forests, right?
A hunt. It is.
being that this was seen in a wasteland, I'm thinking if we move northeast, it'd be better to cut him off or follow the trail he's trying to make.
Unless you went up towards Mount Bigby, in which case you're going the wrong direction.
Hide. Everything was a wasteland that I saw. So it could have been anywhere.
Yeah.
He basically had the vision she did of apocalyptic times,
Yeah.
like Avengers Endgame before the movie started.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm all for Asher's idea of going to New Elysium.
Me and Virgil, we might have a hard time there if that's the capital where sovereignty is. A bit of bad blood.
Maybe
Totally true.
use a hood.
Classic hood.
Just something to be aware.
Yeah.
Works.
Well, I turn to you and say, well, if we're gonna go through, we'll do it together.
Barf. What's the public transportation like? Is there
Well, first and
it's
no
foremost,
trains?
what's Ezra doing right now?
We don't even know.
Do you want to go
we-
check her room?
Yeah, let's go check her room
Okay.
first before we decide.
But I
Um,
have Vera go check.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll
I had
check
Harmony
mine.
go check.
Okay.
She's indecent.
Farrah, you go check the room that Ezra was in. No sign of Ezra. Her belongings are gone. You do see a little note that essentially says, decided to go relay our findings at Igna with the Maman. It goes on to say, personal questions to ask. We'll be back soon.
I'll let everyone know.
I guess we should wait for her to get back.
We'll have to
before we
wait.
Go anywhere.
I think we'll wait. And I think
I will say, as a note, this is not the first time that Ezra's been separated from the group, especially being with the Maman. Fira, especially, you would know this. A druid of Esther's capabilities can transport Ezra to you, and it seems that Miss Tajera is pretty good at finding you guys. She could essentially transport her through trees.
Yeah.
So you likely would not have to wait in this location for Ezra. And presumably Ezra would know that you guys kind of tend to move around, and if she didn't have a way back, she wouldn't have left.
All right. We're good with leaving.
Well, I mean, maybe we should try and secure some transportation.
No, of course, but I mean, like, instead of waiting for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 8 a.m. right now.
Yeah, we got fucking attacked, like, as I had my coffee.
Yeah, again, there's nothing wrong with taking downtime. I'm just letting you guys know. That's what time it is.
Yeah.
I'd rather not stay put.
Yeah.
I
Let's
just
go.
got attacked right outside the door.
I'm gonna step outside. Harmony's gonna go out front.
Okay.
Virgil, if you're being targeted, shouldn't you maybe go incognito?
I pull up my collar. I agree.
You look more suspicious.
Strangely enough, the collar like reached over my head.
Yeah, if you look at Virgil's artwork, he doesn't have much of a collar to speak of. So
Just pull your shirt
Can I
over
go
your
outside
head.
and get like one of those hoods from the hooded figures we took down?
sure, yeah,
You see
Okay, I go
Harmony
and I have one
dragging
of
the
Virgil.
bodies.
yeah.
That might be a good thing to do. Is check. We never check their bodies.
Okay.
That's right. Well, Harmony, I went out there to drag the bodies, like sort of hiding them around the cars or the car that crashed.
I'll help, and I'll also be saying prayers as I move the bodies.
I'll check the body. I'll check the pocket, see if there's anything.
Can I
Notable.
check the car? Why
You're
is it?
one step ahead of me.
Fira, as a note, you check the car. Fira, go ahead and make an investigation check. Fira and Hyde.
Okay. I rolled a natural fucking 1.
Okay.
So that's a 2, or that's a 0.
You found a used condom, Hyde.
So
10.
This weird rubber thing.
yeah, 10. Okay, Fira, as you inspect the vehicle, there are certain parts of it that don't have any branding. There are certain components in the car that appear to be missing, almost like not taken out, just completely missing from the design. This is a conjured vehicle, and it's likely going to disappear in a couple hours.
Oh, that's right. They just
Hyde, as you're looking around, you see something kind of glinting, off the sun in the pavement, and you kind of like go to pick this thing up. It appears to be what looks like a used condom.
He actually did.
That's not useful. Pick it up with a claw and then drop it.
Yeah.
Alright, I think those are one-time use.
Asher, it does look like your shock arrow during the fight.
I used 2.
One of them is recoverable.
I'll take it.
Other than that, they appear to be just in kind of patchwork clothes and armor. The paladin appeared to have a mace.
My standard arrows.
Take that.
Okay, I'll take the mace. Okay. You can
Did
add
they
that.
have money on them, or are they all broke?
What's that?
Did they have any money on them?
If you take more time to search through, they had a couple dollars here and there. As you search, it looks like they had about $17 between all of them.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Do they have any of the? Are there any of the standard arrows still?
You can pick up about 3 standard arrows that you've used, which was most of them.
Fira, did you hand me a robe?
I did.
No,
Okay.
the robe nailed
Sorry.
me. Jesus.
Can't
Oh.
control myself.
Green all here was. What the fuck?
What does the robe look like? Is it standard black? I said,
It's sort of velvety red with this gilded, like goldish cloth going through it.
This is not incognito, is it?
No, this is like Children of the Dawn cult gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would not be the thing to wear in New Elysium.
I politely bow and then put it in my inventory.
Okay.
And I will put it in my inventory.
Okay, there you go. Could be useful.
It could be.
Yes.
How much would Harmony have any money?
Yeah, I'll text you how much you have. I'll roll for you.
$2 billion. Independently wealthy.
Yep.
Can I? Do we? Gosh, I talked to the party. Do we have time to prepare and stock up on the stuff? Do you think?
Yeah, I think we got time.
Okay.
Better be prepared than go into something half-cocked.
Then I would like to head to a armorer, a light armorer. If there is such a thing, like cloth, leather, that sort of thing. And go to that in that direction to that shop. And I convey to everyone I will be back in 1 hour. Please feel free to stock up on everything.
I would like to purchase something, but I think I need to get. Could you wait a minute?
Yeah.
Is there like a side part? Harmony just grabs the lightest looking body and drags it over sort of to the side of the house.
Okay.
If there's a more hidden area.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around to make sure nobody's watching me.
Make a perception check.
Natural 18.
Natural 18?
19.
19 total?
Yeah.
You see, it's odd. You do see what looks like a object kind of peeking around the corner behind you that's been watching this whole thing. It appears to be a camera.
Where is it at?
About 30 feet behind you. Like peeking around the wall. It's a camera.
I just point at it. Does it move? Is it like behind a corner?
Yeah, you point at it and it slinks around the corner.
Damn it. And then I ask, who's the fastest?
Me.
Asher.
Still Asher.
No one's seen it.
We're being watched, everybody. As I'm still pointing to the direction where the camera was.
Okay, so you guys see that direction.
Asher,
Shut it down, Asher.
Okay, I start running in that direction.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Oh, interesting.
Really want to go shopping.
17.
17. Asher, you dart around the corner. You kind of kick off the wall. Presumably you're trying to get there as fast as you can, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Kick off the wall. And as you jump around, what you see in front of you is actually a large hulking figure. Appears to be armored. Somewhat spindly in some parts. Appears to be some kind of automaton. In place of a head, it looks like just a straight up camera. On the chest, there appears to be a large screen that's got maybe a 15-year-old kid or something on the screen with a headset on.
Hey, you were in that match, weren't you?
Yeah, bro. What's up?
Yeah. Why are you... Great job. Way to go. B...
We lost.
Well, I was trying to be nice. Sorry.
But I was hitting my shots, so...
Yeah, you were...
It wasn't really... Honestly, it was kind of my team's fault, to be honest.
Yeah, you were carrying them for sure.
I was carrying, dude. I literally... I could not have done more.
I
could not
saying
have
that to
provided
myself.
more value to my team.
I said that to them. You can ask.
Are we
why.
catching up as this conversation?
Yeah,
is
you guys kind of walk over.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to walk over. I want to do my diving in earth thing and fucking pop up and.
You're in a
space.
rage for this?
Sure.
Okay, you go into a rage. Earth glide under. With that, he
Ryan could
goes.
Also, Earth Glide. That was that.
Yeah, he can.
Oh fuck.
With that, he just goes. Okay, well, yeah, it's been cool. Just
Why-
subscribe to me on Switch at Z Danger.
Why are you watching us?
Cause that was fucking cool.
Thanks.
Well, not you necessarily. I didn't really see what you did.
I mean, I
But
was
the
on
big guy with the hammer, he
That's
yeeted
right.
that other guy.
That's my brother.
the ground and choked him against the wall.
You want to try to grapple him?
Yeah, like instinctively, like thinking that's some enemy.
Okay. Make a grapple check.
All right.
I'm dragging the body into a more hidden place, the backyard, if I can get to it.
So I add my athletics.
Yeah.
25.
25. Okay, you grab this individual, nail him up against the wall.
Hide.
Hyde, go ahead and... What's your passive perception?
Not good. 12.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 16.
16. You watch as this individual just kind of holds up his hand and just says, "Pocket sand!" And, and with that, you're blinded.
Hide. He's a friendly.
Oh, damn it. Oh.
As you brush out your eyes, he's still standing there. He hasn't moved. And you look as the individual on the screen is not even looking towards you. He's like looking at a different screen right now. And it looks like he's muted and he's talking.
Hey, you're muted.
He says, "Yeah, sorry, I just had some donations. What's up? What do you need from me?"
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Z Danger on Switch.
What are you doing here? Fuck are you doing watching us?
Live streaming. I'm an IRL streamer.
It's pretty cool.
So you just streamed everything we just did.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I'm streaming to like 20K right now. Say hi.
Hi, I'm Asher.
Hi.
Hi, say hi.
I just stare there pissed off, just looking at him. Yep.
Is that really the smartest thing for us to be recorded right now?
I guess
No.
it's all the way for that, isn't it?
Can I throw a fireball at his camera?
Whoa,
Yeah.
Fucking
Roll an attack. This is a called shot, so it's got a little bit higher AC. Go ahead and roll an attack. I'd say an advantage because he doesn't see it coming.
Okay,
No, least likely person.
so it's gonna be 18 to hit.
In the head. Okay. You watch as Fira just like throws this little bolt of fire, and it just hits the little webcam on the top, and is just melting it. And with that, you watch as he just kind of starts like shuffling back and forth, and you hear Zach Danger just go, "I can't see. I can't see. I can't see." And with that, he's sort of just like bumping into the walls.
Fuck it.
D. Danger, I'm so sorry that my friends were mean to you.
Oh, you guys did that? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, go ahead and roll on. I make more money in one day than you guys will ever make in your life. All right?
Okay,
Fuck you
hey,
guys.
D. Danger, chill.
Yeah, Z Danger on Switch, all right? Subscribe, like, and comment.
You got it. I'll
Also on YouTube.
do that right now.
At this point, he's just kind of like bumping into walls.
All right,
And he just goes, all right, fuck this, I'm respawning. And with that, the screen goes blank, and the bot just kind of like falls down, and he's gone.
Interesting.
That guy's so cool.
Do we have time to do the shopping still?
Yeah, I mean,
We've
That
been
was all-
streamed.
Are you guys running around doing a shopping thing?
So while that was happening, Harmony took the body to a concealed area,
Okay.
and she's very cold in her handling of this body. She just sort of throws it down on the ground and takes a nail in front of it and says a small prayer to Paylor for the evil she's about to bring into this world. And I spend a minute casting Animate Dead.
Okay.
And create a zombie.
Okay. I'd say Fira, with your passive perception, you hear kind of snapping of bones as this was the body that Hyde had pulverized pretty dramatically. So after about a minute, the bones kind of snapped together, the neck kind of snaps back into place, and it kind of jerks forward.
Does it have a face?
It does have a face.
Okay, I specifically need its face intact.
Yeah, its
Okay.
face is intact.
And he reaches down to her skirt and pulls it up a little bit and pulls out a sickle she has strapped to her leg.
Oh, I thought that was going in a different direction.
Yeah. James got real interested.
He almost
And-
had to log out for a minute.
Guys, I gotta go.
She turns to the body and says, "What is your name?"
I don't know if it can speak.
Is that why you needed to have a face?
Not quite.
Oh,
Forgive me if it understands language, but it cannot speak. It's just like.
Bobby.
All right. Well, David.
And this is the elderly old man that first attacked Virgil.
More of a Ralph. Ralph, would you grab this sickle for me?
It just kind of like snatches it from your hands, very like. It grabs your hand with it, and it's not really letting go.
Okay. Pry it off.
Okay, you pry it off. As you kind of pry off the hand and pull back, you watch as some of its entrails kind of spill out.
Oh God. You're disgusting. Remove your eyeball for me.
With that, it just kind of stabs itself in the head. Let me.
what is happening?
It's a natural one.
I need things. Fuck.
With that, it. With that, it just stabs itself right between the eyes with the sickle, buries the sickle in its head, and just kind of like lulls back and falls on the ground, not moving.
Okay.
After about a few seconds, it kind of like and gets back up. Hands at its side, sickle lodged in its brain. It's just kind of like wobbling there.
I'm going to command it to go prone, and then I'm going to put my foot on its chest, and I'm going to very disgustedly
To go prone or to lay backwards?
to lay backwards.
Okay, that's a good distinction because it had the thing in its head. So,
I'm going to pull that out.
Okay, you pull it out, a bit of brain matter kind of comes out of it. At this point, I'd say, Fira, you would have heard this, and you kind of like peek around the corner,
Okay.
and you just see its hands kind of like going up as you're doing this, like just kind of like reaching.
I get like shivers like a cat going down my back.
Yeah, I would too. I'm not there, and I have them now.
I'm going to remove an eyeball myself.
Okay, I'm not going to make you roll because that would be mean. I'll just say you do it.
Okay.
So that you remove an eyeball.
Ugh. God. Ew. I use my sickle to grab some cloth, put it in the cloth, wrap it up,
Okay.
put it in a little pouch. Now, turn around. I forgot your name. And I'm gonna summon my weapon and kill it.
Okay. With that, you just take your weapon and just smash it into the ground. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yep. Uh, 14.
14? Okay. As you smash into the ground, it's just not moving.
I'm gonna give it one more good hit to make sure it's dead.
Okay. Right before you hit it again, you hear this, and it begins to get back up, and you give it another smash. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's a 12.
12 points of damage. Okay. You smash it.
20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah.
You smash it into the ground, and its brain is kind of scattered, like the top of its skull got kind of cleaved off a bit, and it's just kind of like spilling out brain matter, and it doesn't appear to be moving right now.
Are we seeing any of this or no?
Just Fira.
I would think hearing it or something.
At this point, you kind of begin to hear this.
I wait a moment. I'm gonna make sure this thing is dead.
You wait a moment.
Yeah.
A moment passes, about 5 seconds. At about 15 seconds, you're going to look at it. Nothing.
Okay. Jesus. She whispers another prayer of forgiveness under her breath, and tucks her little eyeball away. Well, I'm ready to go shopping.
As you turn to now a full party behind you that has witnessed at least part of that.
I thought I had a bloodlust. You're pretty fucking sick. I like it.
It was already expired, so
Did you have to make it alive to take its eyeball out?
technically I did.
Okay.
Can't wait to see what weird spell component that was for.
I am ready to go shopping, though, now.
For hand sanitizer.
Not perturbed by any of this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna-
She is very cold. She does
Yeah.
not she does not
Yeah.
regard the body as a being.
With that, you watch as Harmony just like moves past you all while kind of like righting her hair. The weapon, by the way, after she finished her work, it just apparates into shadow and disappears.
How do you do that?
I don't know. It just sort of happens. I need it. I use it when I need it.
Damn, I was hoping to learn something from her.
What's with the dragon shadow?
What?
You got wings in your shadow, dude. You think we're not gonna notice stuff like that
Currently, she doesn't.
from before when we were fighting?
I wasn't really focused on my shadow while fighting. Sorry.
Hey.
It sounds cool. That you know.
Yeah, it looks cool from where I was on the roof. Real cool.
All right.
I'll go
Smiling.
back to my original plan here.
So at this point, you guys want to do a bit of shopping, is that right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see, for the purposes of brevity, let's go one at a time real quick, rapid fire, because it's another goddamn shopping session. What do you want, Virgil? What are you in the market for?
A cloak to cover myself.
Okay.
But we'll see if we can find a nice one.
Okay. Yeah, you can find a very nice one. How much are you willing to spend?
How much is it?
Well, that depends on what shops you go to. You can go anywhere from like the 10s to the 100s.
I have 570 gold total.
You want to?
I'll dish out for a nice one, especially.
You can get a really nice one for like $200, and you're gonna look bitchin'.
Is it more of aesthetic, or can I find one that's magic ridden?
You can find one that's magic ridden. For 570, that's kind of a tall order, especially given that you already have a pretty kick-ass.
Mithril.
Yeah. For 570, it's gonna be.
I think it's 570. Let me check.
734.
734. Boom. I was wrong.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Very high. 7 total.
7. After going from vendor to vendor, you find one who's willing to take every dollar you have for a magical cape that he says will prevent your form from being changed.
That might not be good.
That's horrible for me, as I change form a lot.
Well, with that, he goes, you see this kind of one-eyed, like, very, very foul individual that's got, like, rotted teeth. They appear to be somewhat maybe half-elven or something like that, but old. They look like they had a hard life. Okay. He just leans in and goes, no, it's immutable, the immutable cloak. It's anyone changing your form. If you would like to change, it's your choice. Come on.
What color is it?
It's black it's got this little insignia on it. It's like a star inside of a diamond.
He takes a deep breath and says, take all my money.
My words. Okay. And then with that, he makes a transaction. And, okay, you have a cape of immutable form. You are immune to being polymorphed against your will.
I'll take it. Okay. I'll just put that in my equipment.
It is attunement.
Oh, okay, I'll tune to it, and as the time passes,
Okay.
next opportunity, I'll tune to it.
As a note, I was going to change the rules of attunement to have it just be an action.
Oh,
sweet.
Can you put it in my character sheet later on?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Hyde bitching, and he has a hood on.
Hyde's gone. Fear of Harmony. Who else wanted shit?
Yeah, you guys just wanted equipment. I wanted food.
Easy enough. Harmony, you were out for something?
I think you muted Fira.
No, she was talking. You're good.
Can I get something with more damage as a one-handed sword?
How much you're willing to spend?
Can I trade in my squire and then pay a little bit more?
Yeah. How much do you have?
Well, I have the 2,000 from... I have 2,723.
Nice. Ballin'.
Okay. You find a couple weapons. One is what looks like kind of it's actually a kind of a switchblade, very small, but it's very beautifully made. This is the Gambler's Blade. You can set it to be a +1, a +2, or a +3 every day. However, that corresponds to a -1, -3, or -5 on your death saving throws.
Okay. No, I don't want that.
Okay, we don't like the Gambler's Blade. Let's see. If you're not interested in that, you can get a... Are you proficient in longswords?
Yeah.
Are you?
I am.
She's an elf.
Okay. You can trade in your squire, and for an extra $550, you can buy a Silver Stream Phantom. That has the benefit of being a master build weapon and a lethal build weapon. Which means...
Master or super light? I see super light.
So the Phantom they're selling is not super light. It is lethal. You can get a super light one, but that would cost more than $750 total.
What's the difference between super light and lethal?
Lethal has a better. Let me see. Lethal has a better damage increment to it. So it does a D10 as a longsword instead of a D8. Super light, you can sacrifice your movement for an additional attack.
Yeah, I'll take the lethal one.
Lethal? Okay.
How much do I have to pay?
This would be $550 and your squire.
Okay. Do I have to? Is it on the equipment stuff on D&D?
I can add it to your equipment.
Okay.
Okay. Harmony.
I would like to go to a jeweler.
Okay.
A gem cutter specifically.
Okay.
And I need a gem worth 150 or more.
Easy. Done. It'll cost you... Make a persuasion check.
I'd also like you to, and I'll pay extra for this, I understand. I pull out the eyeball.
Oh, God.
It needs to be big enough to fit this inside of it. So
Make a persuasion check.
do that.
You're gonna have them put it in the jewel?
20.
20. You watch as this gruff-looking Firbolg is kind of like leaning over the counter. Doesn't even look up at you as you say that. And just kind of goes, that'll be $175.
Oh, easily.
Will that be all? Just the eye and the gem? Is that it?
Yeah, I'll just wait out here until it's done.
Yeah, I can, got not a whole lot going on right now. I could probably do that in about an hour.
Okay.
There's a coffee shop around the road. If you go there, tell them Saul sent you.
You know, coffee sounds good. I'll go get some coffee.
Okay.
Can
Done.
I go with Harmony to get coffee?
Were you there?
I mean, I assume we're all going together.
You guys split off.
Oh, then I don't know.
Okay. Are we good on the shopping for now?
Yeah,
I have no more money.
Okay.
Arrows?
I have arrows. Thanks, Dad.
Okay. If that's the case, I propose we use this as a good stopping point to kick off next session. And we'll pick it up next week.
All right.
All right.
All right.
What are we doing? No one knows.
Yep. No one. That's why I'm giving you guys a week to think about it.
I think we do know.
Currently, the plan is go north because Asher's old body is maybe north.
We need to run through Ezra too.
Run through what?
Do a what?
Do what?
Ezra too.
I did not hear that.
Rendezvous with Ezra?
She's not gonna know where the fuck we are.
Should be fun.
Long Range Kajura is going to send it to us.
Yeah.
Well,
We had a conversation about this.
all right,
Get
cool.
wherever.
You were
All
there.
right. Well, guys, maybe feel free to like text each other throughout the week to figure out what the plan is. But yeah, currently, yeah. Just where's Asher going? What's up with Sister? How can you find these answers? Do you have spellcasters that have the ability, or other people that have abilities to help you with these sorts of things,
Tune
Yeah.
in next week.
No making fucking deals with devils.
or whatever?
I mean, there's worse things we could do.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right, man.